Our visit today is twofold in that we will be presenting to the Mexican ambassador a receipt for the generous donation of US $68,961.46, and our minister will be presenting this receipt to you. And secondly, we'll be having a tour of the facility.
I would like to welcome every one of you here to the Safa Louis Community College Farm. We are indeed grateful to be a recipient of one of the fully enclosed greenhouses, which we hope will be a model for the rest of St. Lucia. We are indeed grateful that the Mexican ambassador has donated, or rather he has given us the funds so that we could deal with some of the challenging issues with the greenhouse. I am sure the technicians present and the technicians who are associated with the greenhouse will come up with very good solutions to the problems that we are now experiencing. Without saying any much more, I would like to welcome every one of you to Safa Louis Farm. You would like you to see the facility. I'm sure at this time of day it is the opportune time when we can experience to some extent some of the challenges that we are having with the greenhouse, and you can feel it firsthand. So without further ado, welcome.
Let me say for ICA, it is a pleasure to be here. Why? Because since the initiative was taken to set up this greenhouse together with the Mexican embassy and the government of St. Lucia, we from ICA were closely working with the ministry and the technicians from Mexico to set up this greenhouse. And during the operation of the greenhouse, we found out that a few constraints came up. After the discussion with the ministry and the Mexican embassy and the government of Mexico, we decided to send a few staff members of the Ministry of Agriculture to build capacity in Mexico, because that relationship ICA has with the Mexican embassy. We send them off to Mexico to make sure that the problems that occurred in the greenhouse could be solved. When they came back, we sat down and we looked at the possibility to solve the challenge of heating. Together with 7 technicians, if I'm not mistaken, we sat down and prepared a proposal for the Mexican embassy to start looking at creating a water wall to solve the heating problem. And that's why for ICA, it is really a pleasure to be here, because in our agenda, food security and green technology is very high. This greenhouse, and when I came to St. Lucia 2 years ago, I heard a lot of criticism of this greenhouse. Then it was a white elephant. Then the investment was not done well. Then the building was everything. But at the end of the day, the purpose of this greenhouse is first of all to increase production, even out the seasonality, and most of all build capacity in the farming community. I want to thank the Ministry of Agriculture and the Mexican embassy to collaborate with us and make this greenhouse operational as it must be. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We believe, as Mr. King mentioned, that this opportunity, this meeting is very important. With a big effort, we obtained from the Mexican government, again, support, economical support resources to fix what is happening with both greenhouses that we have here in St. Lucia. The idea is how we can improve, or how we can start the program to improve the technology capacities for the greenhouses, and how we can use this technology for the purposes that are important to produce food, and it's important for the Mexican government to do that. We have a lot of expertise. Many of the people that are here went to Mexico to receive training, and we believe that this important meeting is just focus in the matter that mentioned Mr. King mentioned, that is used properly this building these capacities, and we believe that the Mexican Agency for International Cooperation is doing a very good effort providing the resources that we have. We are lacking of resources, and we want that today we will start a very beneficial and mutual work in the benefits of the entrepreneurs and the students from the Seriatoris Community College, and for the people in St. Lucia, that is important to receive the food that they needed in the market, for example. So thank you very much for this opportunity.
I want to first of all, on behalf of the government, thank the people of Mexico, the government of Mexico, and the hard work of His Excellency. I want to say to you that this gentleman is very passionate about this project. And we met, I think it was sometime late last year, when we just had a little chat about what was happening. And he demonstrated his passion by indicating that he really wanted to see an improvement in the situation, and he would do all within his being to ensure that St. Lucia got more support. I want to thank you for that, Ambassador, and for your dedication. I also want to say to you that the staff members, along with ICA, have been really worried about what would happen if we did not complete the rehabilitation of this project. I want to thank the staff because from the time this greenhouse was erected, I know we have been producing crops. While we had some challenges, I know the staff, the technical staff, those who went for the training and those who have been working on this project have tried various means to adjust. And really this is what development is all about. Development really is not about things that you get and they all work well and everybody is happy and smiling. I say to the staff all the time that we must develop a habit in St. Lucia where we take things that seem to be challenging, develop strategies to correct those challenges, to overcome those challenges, and begin to own the rights, the intellectual rights to the new strategies that have been developed. I've said often that we have scientists all around us, whether it is at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College or in the Ministry of Agriculture, extension officers, different officers. And everybody, most people, not everybody, but most people believe they're just workers. They work for the government to get a salary at the end of the month, not recognizing that they are actually scientists in a world in a Caribbean that yearns for scientists. And so when we get challenges, I keep saying to the staff that when you get challenges, document those challenges, begin to write academic papers, begin to publish those papers through the right channels, and you begin to develop intellectual property and you begin to share your experiences, not only in St. Lucia, in joint operations with the Mexicans and with ICA, but together we can develop new knowledge. And that is what is exciting about this project to me. I wish to thank again for the Mexican government for the financial contribution, but that financial contribution will not do what we want to do if we do not put our collective efforts and our energies and our scientific knowledge and our intellectual prowess into it to get the results that we want. So I want to thank everyone, in particular the Mexicans, the people of Mexico for investing in us. And again, before I stop, I want to say, whenever we get a gift or a grant, it is important for the people of St. Lucia to know that those countries have their own challenges. The people of Mexico didn't just give us 68,000 US dollars, it is. That's a lot of money. And those people have their own challenges in Mexico. But the solidarity and the camaraderie in Latin America and in the Caribbean, that solidarity caused us to work together, whether it is with Mexico or Cuba and so on. And all of those people have their challenges. If you think of Cuba and Mexico and those countries, with all of their challenges, yet they are able to take challenges and turn them into gold mines. And so that is the message that I want to send. That let's not be bois-cassé about those things, but let us rise to the challenge and work together with our partners to solve our problems. So I'm very proud today. I'm proud of everyone who's working on this. And thank you very much once again on behalf of the government, on behalf of the Prime Minister. And long live our relations with Mexico. Long live our relations with Latin American brothers and sisters. Long live! Thank you very much.
Fisheries Cooperation and Development in St. Lucia. And this here is the greenhouse that was established specifically for the cultivation of the lethal yellow resistant Malayan yellow dwarf coconut varieties that we received from Mexico.
Opportunity to remark that the Mexican cooperation in agriculture is on working, and this is a special project for the coconut to grow a specific plant that resists the yellow disease. That is very important for the Caribbean countries. And it's a special collaboration between the Center for Research in Yucatan and the Minister of Agriculture with the collaboration of the Mexican Embassy. The Mexican government will be involved in so many other aspects in the process to produce this kind of plants, and we believe that this has been a very special project that will benefit the population of St. Lucia. Thank you very much.
Let me just once again thank the ambassador for his enthusiasm and his support to St. Lucia in this project. We believe that the coconut industry continues to be very important for the livelihoods of St. Lucians, many St. Lucians. We now see the development of the water nut industry in St. Lucia, and we also have a thriving and a rejuvenated coconut oil industry with the virgin coconut oil and many other products, soap made out of coconut and so on. And therefore the government of St. Lucia continues to see coconuts as very important to the economy of St. Lucia, to preserving employment and to expanding employment, and to ensure that we marry agriculture with health. And so we are very pleased that this project, which is the expansion of our coconut industry, the expansion of acreages on the coconuts, that this project is alive. And this is another example. I will take a little of what Ambassador said. This is another example of how diplomatic relations and cooperation and friendship actually comes alive when you see something that you spoke about and signed papers and documents and collaboration with ICA and other organizations, and you come to a facility like this and you actually see the plants getting ready, and we're taking care so that they will be handed out to the farmers, which is where the actual action happens. So it is a process of monitoring over a long period of time. As you know, coconuts are not like tomatoes or other short-term crops, and we have to be very careful that we do what is right and what is necessary in order for us to have the full benefit of this project. So on behalf of the government, it is for me to once again thank Ambassador Moreno and the government and people of Mexico for the tremendous collaboration, to thank ICA and to thank all of the other organizations and the staff of the ministry for the work that they've done the staff of the propagation station for the work that they are doing here. And I look forward to the time when we will be ready to take those coconut seedlings, very special coconut seedlings, from the nursery and out into the field. I look forward to seeing the special coconut seedlings not only on farms, but in institutions, hospitals where there's land that we can have 2 or 3 plants, so that we know we have a gene bank that we can identify, and we can eventually spread them throughout the country. So I thank you, Ambassador, once again.
Thank you, Your
Thanks
Excellency.
very much. Very good. Thank you.
As you can see in my hands, I have one of the samples